One skipper charge.
Blackpot. Coco show.
Next thing, what does it say? Okyehene lacks wisdom. You know who Okyehene is, don't you? That is the chief of Nana Akufo-Addo, the present president of Ghana. He comes from the same hometown with this man. They call him Okyehene. For some time, he exhibited lack of wisdom. Our chiefs must be full of wisdom. But these days, we have a lot of fools who are chiefs. By virtue of the fact that my grandfather was chief, my son would have to be a chief. His son would be chief. His son's son would be chief. If my grandfather was a fool and was a chief, and he gave birth to a bigger fool, he would also become a chief. These days, our chiefs, they are not chiefs. A lot of them, not all. They are not chiefs who think about the youth. So when I talk like this to them, I don't fear them. They don't think about the youth. They don't think about the nation. They don't think about who is coming next. A lot of the chiefs, they are just interested in funerals, the new cloth for the funeral, selling land in dollars, inflaming their own egos. My brother, my sister, worshipping their own altar egos with no respect for the youth and the next generation. Those people are never supposed to be chiefs. One of the chiefs who should have never been a chief is Okyehene. This man here. His great-great-great-great-grandfather was not a good chief either. So Oforiatta the first, the king of nepotism. That's what history says. But this guy here spent a lot of time in London. And he came. They made him a chief because he's from the royal. We expected that. Going out there and coming, you would have combined both experiences. He came like, oh, he was somebody we could trust. But the day that he was voted the king of Galamsey, illegal mining, the whole Ghana, everybody knew. Deep-throated sources knew that this was a chief who was engaged in things like that. People knew it. King of Galamsey destroyed the land in his area. 3 weeks ago, the water supply in the area had to come to a halt because they had destroyed the water there. And the water systems couldn't take the pollution anymore. His own sub-chief that he distilled came and said, there was some money that we got from Galamsey, illegal mining, and we gave some to this man. But they came out and denied it and all that. When I heard him say, if the president does not bring a university here, blah, 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 so many different things, I started losing it. But he came back and was trying to fight Galamsey after it had gone so bad. I said, well, late than never. But today, look at what he said. And this is from my own 3 News. The most authentic source of news in Ghana. They can never lie. Let's build National Cathedral to save Akufo-Addo from shame. Is it about Akufo-Addo? Or it's about Ghanaians? That is where the lack of wisdom comes to play. Come, let's read the story. Okyehene Osagyefo Amoetia Oforipenyin II has appealed to Nananom of the Abuakwa traditional area to help in rallying resources to get the National Cathedral of Ghana built. He said, When built, the National Cathedral would be a central place of worship. Listen, oh, this is the part that is most interesting. So come with me. He said, when built, the cathedral, National Cathedral, will be a central place of worship for worshippers from far and near, and will get Christians to know all about their religion without necessarily traveling to Israel. Are they going to bring the grave of Jesus to that cathedral? Are they going to bring River Jordan to the cathedral? When people go to Israel, these are the things they want to see. These are the things they want to see, bros. They want to see Nazareth. Are they going to bring Nazareth here? And why would Okyehene say people will get to know all about their religion without going to Israel? Do we go to Israel to know all about our religion? You see the brainwash education. He also said, and listen to this, the building of the cathedral will save President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo from shame. Who cares about the shame of Nana Akufo-Addo? Is it juju or what? That the cathedral must be built. At a time Ghanaians are dying from hunger. At a time that we are running to the IMF for a loan of 3 billion. At the time we are celebrating loans, chiefs are busily coming together to contribute money, not to build hospitals and schools and even improve water supply in their own communities for their people, but to build a cathedral to save Akufo-Addo from shame and to bring worshippers from near and far to know all, emphasis mine, all about their religion without traveling to Israel. The president has to glorify God and complete the building to show his appreciation to what God has done for him and that he appreciates it. The Okyehene made these remarks over the weekend when the board of trustees of the National Cathedral of Ghana paid the courtesy call on him at Chebi. The board was at the Okyehene's palace to seek his support for the project. Board member Dr. Joyce Ayi said the controversy surrounding the project is not surprising due to the aggression of darkness against the light. Anytime a Christian project is about Joyce Ayi, I'm beginning to think that she's also lost her mind. When people grow old, sometimes they lose their minds. It hurts me. This is a woman I've held in high repute. How can you talk like a toddler? Where did you put your PhD? At home before you went to Okyehene, who lacks wisdom? Why did you go there to display? I don't want to use that word. You want to build a cathedral. You will be shocked that the road leading to Joyce Ayi's house is full of potholes. She doesn't care. It's all about God. Listen to what she's saying. It's a fight against darkness. So we, those who don't support the cathedral, we belong to Satan. That's the meaning. Look, Israel. Listen, oh, Israel has the tomb of Jesus, where Jesus was born. Israel has the tomb of Jesus. Yet bombs are flying there. Homosexuality is rife there. Israel, the so-called Holy Land, my brother, my sister, has had people's land usurped and taken away from them. And empty, ignorant Christians. I say, oh yeah, the Bible said it already. Yes, they have to be taken. People like Joyce Ayi are dangerous educated people. They sound so uneducated And it's so sad. I'm sad to say this, but that's the truth. She said, the first traditional authority to be visited is the Okyehene, asking for support from the chiefs and people of Ochiman. That's what she said. This is the cathedral. Already they have doled out money for the design. This design you are seeing there. It's just a design. No? When you go there, it's a trench. It looks like a mass grave. This is what they wanted to do. God got so angry with them. Hit them with diseases. They started running to the white man's country to treat themselves. It started with the finance minister. Cancer of the something. I don't even know. He himself said that he's on serious medication. Then he started hitting them, one after the other, including Nanado himself. It's common wisdom. People like Jos Ayi, they are those who will tell you that when you are taking your tithes to church and you see a man who is dying, do not give the money to the man for health services to keep the man alive. Still take it to God. Reverend Bempa, what's this? Kojo Bempa. That's the group. The church is now a business. So sad. Meanwhile, the man that you so eulogize, Jesus Christ, he was an anti-establishment person. He preached anti-establishmentarianism. You want to hear it again? Anti-establishmentarianism. Jesus Christ preached. Oh, when Moses was there, this was what we used to do. He said, hey, I've come not to pull down the laws of Moses, but to fulfill them. Don't do them again. When Moses was here, the Sabbath, we were not supposed to eat, even work. But you and your followers, you are not fasting. Say, hey, I come here for the sick, just like the doctor, not for the healthy. Hallelujah. Some of us were attracted to Christianity because of the rebel called Yeshua. He was a rebel. He pulled down all the structures of establishments and went his own way, preaching in the valleys and on the mountains, feeding the people rather than asking the people to feed him. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He didn't ask anybody to bring him tithes. He didn't ask anybody to bring him tomatoes and onions to fry chibum. No! He fed the people. When his disciples were working, he said, if you have to follow me, you must carry your cross. Stop all the work you are doing. You are from now going to live like poor people. Follow me. You will not fish anymore. If you fish at all, you will fish men. Do you understand it? You are going to fish men. No more tilapia. No more panla. You fish human beings. That's what he did. Which house did Jesus build? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did he wear Gucci and Gabbana? Did you see Jesus Christ wearing 6 billion city shoes? He was a simple man who was a rebel. Then you come and tell me to build a cathedral at the time people are dying all over the place. You think God will be happy with this? Dash it away. Now we have to look for serious-minded chiefs. If you realize your king is not wise, remove him. Tunufri all. And bring a chief who is wise. It's time for the youth. If the chiefs are behaving foolishly, excavate them. Remove them. We are fed up with the chiefs who sold us into slavery. They didn't have wisdom. We are fed up with the chiefs who took us out and sold their own brothers and sisters into slavery. We are looking for chiefs who have hearts beating inside them, not chiefs who have hearts of stone. No, sir. Chiefs chiefs who have misplaced priorities.
One skipper judge.
Blackpot. Coco show.